Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for stopping by. We are back in Bilbao with the Bilbao Revival today. Business as usual. We've got two games coming up for you today. One in the Mestalla against Valencia in the league. Big game for us there. And then we've got the massive second leg against Manchester United in the Champions League. Second leg knockout round. And yeah, all in all, that one's very evenly tied. 0-0 going into that tie. So score draw there should see us through to the next round. We have played a few games since we last met against Manchester United in the first leg. Three really good wins for us. Eibar 2-0 wins against them. Carlos Martinez and Ander Herrera scoring the goals there to put us 2-0 up, and a really comfortable win at the San Memes. We then followed that up with a 4-0 away win against Getafe. Martinez, Interaspe and Raul Garcia with a brace, making it 4-0 to Bilbao in Getafe. And yeah, really comfortable win there for us, really. If you look at the stats, look at the match stats here: 22 shots, 9 on target, 52% possession compared to their 7 shots and 3 on target. So really commanding game against Getafe there. And then we followed that with a 2-0 win against Vigo, Celta Vigo. Ander Herrera with a penalty on 9 minutes, and Unai Nunez on the 40th minute scoring the goal there to make it 2-0. 4 clean sheets in the last 4 games as well, so it looks like the defence is playing their part as well as the attack, scoring us some goals. How does that leave the league? As you can see here, we're now a point ahead of Real Madrid at the top of the league. We are 7 points ahead of Barcelona in third, and a massive 8 points ahead of Atletico Madrid on 59 points. Valencia in fifth, they're on 55 points, and then Vigo and Real Sociedad on 49 points apiece. Iñaki Williams, one of the top performers in the league this season, 7.51 for him. Really good to see him up there. And then Kepa, say 4 clean sheets in the last 4 games. Going there, and he's on level pegging with Jan Oblak of Atleti to be the top goalkeeper in La Liga this season. But as I said, big game for us today in the league against Valencia. Let's see who is going to be in the starting lineup for us now. So, Kepa in goal, Uri, Nunez and Martinez are all the back line. Balanzega comes in for Monreal, who's suspended, too many yellow cards. DeMarcos on the right hand side, Interaspe and Ander Herrera in the middle of midfield. Williams on the right, Raul Garcia in behind John Batista. On the bench, Gil, Extabera, Munayin, Benya, Lopez, Zaraga and Benito Franco all on the bench. Let's go into this game and let's see if we can pick up another 3 points against a very good side in Valencia. So they're setting up with a 4-4-2. Juame and Zaza up top. Rodrigo, Parejo, Medran and Sola are the midfield 4. Lato, Palista, Murillo and Cachelo are the back line, and Domacec in goal. On the bench got Santimina. If you're here for the Peterborough United save on FM18, Santimina, one of the best players that came to Peterborough United when we were in the Premier League, on the bench. Bakali on the bench as well. Coquelin from his Arsenal days. Grimaldo, very good left back as well. So they've got a very strong spine of the team, and I just want my boys to go on there and carry on from the last match. We've been in absolutely fantastic form, but as we all know, I turn on this camera, turn on this microphone, and it generally doesn't go too well. So all in all, we just need a really good run of form going into this Manchester United tie, second game of today's episode. But they kick us off. They're in their white, we're in our red. First highlight of the game, DeMarcos on that right hand side, but throws it in, but Ander Herrera just picks it off Parejo, and he goes back to DeMarcos, and he tries to find Raul Garcia, but Medran gets the interception in. Sola into Juame into Simone Zaza, and he plays it all the way over to Sola. Sola now is going to take on Balanzega down that left hand side, goes for the very long effort. Kepa trying to catch him out, but he kept his eye on the ball and gathered it really easy, really, to be fair. Martinez though starts the attack from the back line, and Balanzega a little bit of space down that left hand side. He's going to take on the right back. Yes, he does. Balanzega getting the ball in into Batista, and that's just headed over. Good attacking football down that right hand side for Bilbao, but just can't get the final touch, the final shot on target. Into the half hour now, nothing other than that little Batista chance, and Sola trying to take Kepa off his line. Nothing really happening down here in Valencia in the Mestalla, and it's going to see us through to half time. Very boring kind of second half of that first half of football. No one really kind of taking the game by the scruff of the neck and making it their own. Very, very even game. You can see here, six shots to their 5. Both only having 2 on target. Possession not really happening for either team. Kind of losing possession pretty comfortably. I'm going to get aggressive with them. Not happy with the way they're playing. And I'm going to knock it down to standard ever so slightly. Going to take retain possession off as well. Let's get out there for the second half. Hopefully the second half we can give a little bit better than the first. Raul Garcia with the ball. Hour mark gone, and Medrian gets tackling, but he's already on a yellow card, and that is going to be a second yellow for him, and they're going to take off Zaza and bring Coquelin on, and that could shift the balance to us in this game. DeMarcos whipping the ball in. Raul Garcia's there. Raul Garcia scores 3 minutes after them getting a man sent off. Raul Garcia gets in front of his man, and he just attacks the cross from Oscar DeMarcos, and it's 1-0 to Bilbao. Lovely ball here from Oscar DeMarcos, whips that ball in, and he just gets ahead of the defender, and Raul Garcia scores for Bilbao, 1-0 to us. And I'm going to take him off actually, because he's looking really tired, and we're going to bring Unai Lopez on. He can play in that role. We're going to bring Iñaki Williams on for Zaraga, because he's not having the best of games, and I'm going to bring Benito Franco on for Batista, because those 3 players not having the best of games. Hopefully fresh legs will help us. Balanzega now into Unai Lopez, just come on into Ander Herrera, gets tackled by Cancelo, and DeMarcos cuts that ball out. Lovely ball out to Zaraga into Benito Franco, and Benito Franco scores. The 2 substitutes that have come on literally within 4 or 5 minutes have paid dividends and scored the second goal for Bilbao. Lovely to see here. Ander Herrera gets tackled. Sola gets the ball clear, and Marcos, first time ball out to Zaraga. He takes on his man, and he finds Benito Franco in the middle, and he's not going to miss that. 2-0 to Bilbao. This could be a crucial win for them. Trying to go for a La Liga title in the second season, which will be a massive. 20 minutes to go now in the game. Interaspe gets the ball up to Unai Lopez, and he finds Benito Franco attacking that back line of Valencia. Zaraga gets the ball into Benito Franco again. Tries to find Lopez. He does, and that's 3-0. All 3 substitutes combined there, and it's 3-0 to Bilbao. Benito Franco and a goal and assist off the bench, and this could be game, set and match already with 20 minutes to go. Zaraga just pushed out a little bit wide there, takes his man on, gets the ball in. Franco, lovely control, gets the ball back to Unai Lopez, and that's 3-0 to Bilbao. The changes that we made the difference. Benito Franco coming on as a second half substitute, getting a 7.7 goal and assist to his name. Player of the match for Benito Franco, for the youngster, and really good performance for us going into that Manchester United Champions League tie, which is in a couple of days time, and we'll see you when we get there. So then, boys and girls, we are here at Old Trafford for the game against Manchester United in the Champions League. First round knockout, second leg. Few changes having to be made for the second leg. DeMarcos is suspended. Too many yellow cards in the competition, so Extabera comes in for him on that right hand side. Monreal comes back in for Balanzega. I think Monreal just a little bit more experienced in the back line, but the rest of the team remains exactly the same as the one that started against Valencia. We can change it up if we need to. As we know, some of these boys can come on and cause some absolute carnage. Let's get into it. Let's see what we can do. I'm not going to start control. I'm going to start standard against United, do standard flexible, and see what we can do against them. As I said, score draw gets us through on away goals, which is absolutely brilliant. This is their lineup. So De Gea in goal, Guerrero, Lindelof, Bailly and Pereira are the backline. Matic and Arthur in the middle. Sanchez, Mata, Martins in the forward line with Lukaku up top. Martial, Valencia, Lingard, Rashford, Suso, Hurt and Romero all on the bench. A very attacking bench for United. You know how we're lining up and what we're going to go. I'm just going to say passionately, Rundog's here, so go out there, give the fans something to cheer about. We could cause an upset, looking to cause an upset, and go into the next round of the Champions League would be absolutely phenomenal. Let's kick off, let's go and do it. First highlight, Monreal on this left hand side, it goes to us, but poor throw in, and Arthur cuts it out from Interaspe, and De Gea just taking his time with the ball at his feet, and he goes down the left hand side to Martins, who nods it into Arthur. Arthur again, he's going to try and find the ball down the line, but Martins is there, overloaded to Ricardo Pereira into Lukaku. Lukaku's there. Lukaku 1-0 up. puts United 1-0 up. Lovely header from Romelu Lukaku, overloaded on this left-hand side. Monreal really couldn't do too much with Arthur Pereira and Martins down there. And Ricardo Pereira just lifts his head up, lifts the ball into the middle of the box. Defender probably just got underneath, I think it was Uri. And it's 1-0 to United after 10 minutes. Doesn't alter our game plan though, going behind. Doesn't alter it at all. We know we needed to score. We know we needed to score a draw. And we need to go out there and produce it. 10 minutes to go till half time. Got our first shot on the board. It took us 35 minutes to get there. Hopefully this will be a good highlight for us. Into Aspe, into Ander Herrera, going back to his former club. But Arthur takes the ball off Raul Garcia pretty easily. And Matic finds Lukaku over the top. Can he get a shot on goal? Yes, he can. But Kepa keeping us in the game. Going big, which is what we need the young Spanish goalkeeper to do. Again, Garcia and Iñaki Williams not having the best of games. Martins on the edge of the box. He goes onto the outside. Into Bay, hits the post. And that could be crucial. Just before half time, they're hitting the post. Could have gone 2-0 up, but didn't. And it still remains United 1, Bilbao 0. We still only need a goal. We need one goal in order to go through into the next round. No one playing particularly well. I'm going to get a little bit assertive and say, show me something different in the second half. And I'm just going to get a little bit more assertive with Raul Garcia. He's demotivated. I could pull him off now for someone like Munayin, which I might do. Don't really want anybody demotivated on the field. I want them to come on and do the business. Munayin is now on for Raul Garcia. And hopefully that little bit of extra pace, little bit of youthful legs might do us the business in the attacking third. Second half to go. Hopefully we can come out with a score draw. Martinez nips in and intercepts that ball, but Lingard coming through the back of Ander Herrera, and he could be in trouble here, the young Englishman. Yes, he is. Red card for Jesse Lingard, and an hour gone now, and United down to 10 men. We probably need to freshen it up a little bit just to see if we can do something a little bit different in the final third. We'll go until 25 minutes to go, and we'll make some changes now. Beñat for Inter Aspe. That's a key one because Inter Aspe is looking a little bit tired there, and I might bring Benito Franco on up top. He did the business against Valencia. Can he do the business against Manchester United? Let's take retain possession off. Let's look for the guys to be a little bit more expressive and let's play on. Let's carry on with this. We've got 20 minutes to go now. Hopefully we've got an extra man. We can do the business. And Monreal sets Benito Franco down that left-hand side. And Munayin was in the middle there, but they push it away for a corner. But it hasn't gone out. And they do eventually get the ball away. Ricardo Pereira with a free kick into Juan Mata. Juan Mata now into Martial. That's a good interception by Extabera. And now we set Benito Franco off. Eric Bailly doing a really good job in covering that. And they get the ball over to Ricardo Pereira. Arthur and Mata now in the middle of midfield for United. Martial on this left-hand side, and we do really well in tracking him back. Iñaki Williams got a little bit more space to run into as well. Can he take on his man? He tries to do the early cross, but Beñat just going to pick up that ball and we're going to just recycle it a little bit. Williams down this right side yet again. Benito Franco's there. Benito Franco scores! Puts us back in the tie. One apiece. Benito Franco's come off the bench twice now in the last two games and scored vital goals. Can this be the goal that puts us through to the next round of the Champions League? It'll be absolutely phenomenal if it did. Iñaki Williams down this right hand side and he gets in front of his man Eric Bailly, and Benito Franco's not going to miss that from 5 yards out. One apiece. Again, the substitutes have made an impact. Benito Franco coming on. Beñat helping that kind of play going down that right-hand side. He intercepted a poor pass from United, and that is going to see us to 5 minutes of injury time. And the time is ticking away. This will see us through to the next round of the Champions League. Munayin now, all he has to do is keep hold of the ball. But he loose pass out to Monreal. And they get it forward to Lukaku. Lukaku hasn't got time to go forward. And that is it. We are through to the next round of the Champions League. You've done brilliantly to do that. What a performance from the boys. Wow, we're through and away goals. We held firm at home. We snuck a away goal with Benito Franco coming off the bench and scoring that. What a performance from the boys. And hopefully we'll bring you the draw in this episode. We'll see when that is. And we get £5 million for going through for the next round of the Champions League. When is that draw? So the draw isn't until the 22nd of March. So we're not going to bring you it in this episode. We will probably bring you it. I'll bring it at the very start of the next episode. I'll record the draw for the next episode. But the next episode will actually be Real Madrid in the league, and probably the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final, which will be against who knows at the minute. So fingers crossed we get a decent draw. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content that's going to be coming forward. Remember, click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything that drops into your sub boxes. And until next time when we play Real Madrid and a mystery opponent in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I'll see you soon.